The ancient Greek civilization is among the few that has impacted history significantly. During a period of the Dark Ages, around 3,000 years ago, a number of Greek cities emerged as powerful nations in the Western world. Scholars, scientists, writers, medical professionals, and artists all made significant scientific discoveries in philosophy, literary works, medicine, and the arts in these cities. And yet, many of the finest minds of ancient Greece are still revered, alongside mythological tales, such as Socrates, Archimedes, and Aristotle. The Battle of Thermopylae is one of Greek history that must not be forgotten. Even when the country's forces suffered heavy losses and the fight was essentially unavoidable, the conflict did serve as a portent of future unity, common values, and an increasing dedication to a greater purpose. For the better part of 2 weeks following their arrival, the Persians waited to launch their attack on the barrier. An army of 5,000 archers set up an arrow storm against the Greeks, who were unperturbed as they had excellent shields to protect them. The historian Diodorus, who wrote about the size of their shields, described their initial attack as having occurred as a barrage of arrows from 5,000 archers. Then followed the first major frontal assault, which featured 10,000 troops. It was an utter failure. According to the historian Ctesias, the Greeks sustained comparatively few losses because of their better armament, whereas the Persians were completely mincemeat. As Xerxes' plan unfolded, he brought in his 10,000-strong Immortals unit. Their fortunes also failed to improve. The information given by a local guy proved to be disastrous for 2,000 friendly Greek forces. In the late afternoon of the second day of the Persian siege of Thermopylae, Xerxes ordered 10,000 Immortals to make their way down this less-used road through the crest of Mount Anapian to the Malian Gulf. Having obtained the hidden passage, the Persians carried out their planned strategy of encircling the Greeks. When the great Leonidas learned that the Phocians had failed to maintain the route, he summoned a war council. Many allies argued in favor of a withdrawal, but while many people wanted to go, General Leonidas said that he and his 300 Spartans would stay behind. Towards the small pass in Persian territory, 10,000 Persian light infantry and cavalry attacked head-on the Greeks, who were retreating from their previous position. Despite being unavoidable, there was going to be a great loss of life on both sides, but as the two sides encountered their predetermined end, they tried to cause as many Persian fatalities as possible. To guarantee that not a sole Greek remained on his feet, the Persian archers exerted themselves to the utmost. The Thebans stopped fighting in the end and are believed to have retreated. Certainly, the greatest triumph of the Battle of Thermopylae was indeed the appreciation and respect for Spartan valor that emerged in the aftermath of the fight. Scholars think that the War of Thermopylae has permeated Western cultural heritage because it was a battle that was representative of the unique Greek and Spartan traits of dedicating oneself to a greater communal purpose while sacrificing one's own well-being. Thank you for taking the time to watch. In order to show your support for this video, please click on the like button. To view future videos, click on the subscribe button. And if you have anything to say, please leave a comment.